Hey, welcome back to the channel. In the garage, but the garage door's open because it's actually a nice day out. It's above zero, sun is shining, roads are a little bit wet, but I think this is mainly just my subdivision. I think once I get out onto the main roads, it's going to be a little dry, or it should be dry, or hopefully be dry. Salt, there might be a little bit, hopefully not too much. We did have a little snow last night, and they seem to throw it down like, you know, they have free money from our taxes. But anyways, today I have no idea what this video is going to be about, but I figured I'd take one of the bikes out. I'm going to try using my Insta360. I haven't used it in a while. I don't know how to edit with it, and that's why I don't really use it, but I'm going to try a setup with the mic in my helmet. I don't have a mic set up on it, so I'm going to try to talk on this and sync it up with that. It's probably not going to work, but whatever, I'm going to try anyways. So I don't know what this video is going to be about. You guys will know because it will be in the title. Today I think I'm going to take out the Roadmaster because the last bike I took out was the Harley. But I do want to flash a different tune on there. It runs fine with the tune it has, but I find with the cold, it doesn't start very good when it's cold. When it's warmed up, it starts no problem, but in the cold, kind of have to give it a little gas to get it to go. So I'm going to go ahead and flash the tune. So hopefully after the intro, I'm going to be on the bike. Anyways, let's get on the bike. Okay, this video is going to be all over the place. As you saw, I just started it. I flashed a tune to it, and it started a lot better. I know it took a couple of tries, but trust me, it started a lot better than it was before. Before I'd have to start, and it would literally not go unless I actually gave it gas. This one at least started after 3 times. It would, I'm sure if I'm using it more often, it wouldn't take that long. It's, you know, it's been a couple weeks since I used it, so I'm guessing that's why. But a problem I've run into is it started great, or decent. However, after letting the bike warmed up, I had my helmet on, gloves on, revved it a couple times, and it just sounded terrible. I wish I was filming at the time. I didn't have anything on, but it just sounded terrible. So I'm like, oh, whatever. I'll just I'll flash a new tune to it, try a different one, because they all seem to be about the same, you know. Cam, high flow intake, and either slip-ons or true dual to exhaust. I tried one with true dual because I'm not 100% sure of what exhaust this is, but it I'm going back to one that's just slip-ons instead, so we'll see how that goes. But the issue I'm running into is I'm flashing the bike, and right now, currently I'm on my phone doing this, but I'm able to still flash the bike. But this is the 3rd time I'm trying to flash this new tune back onto it, and every time I keep going to it, it's saying I have to recover the ECU, and then it goes through the whole process again. So this goes back to my one video where I did between the Powervision and the Powervision 4. Never had that issue with the Powervision. I've only had this issue with the Powervision 4. I'm sure it's probably something I'm doing. I'm not tech savvy that way, but it's a pretty simple process. It's like you pick a tune, it flashes it, it tells you to shut the vehicle off and restart it up, and that's what I've done. And each time it keeps saying you have to recover the ECU, so hopefully this 3rd time's the charm, but hopefully the next clip I'll be on the road. Well, this is going to be a really mishmashed video. So I looked on the video. Microphone doesn't work in my helmet, so I did get video on the Insta360, so maybe I'll start playing it in here and overlap it somehow. But yeah, so the point of this video is actually going to change even from what I actually talked about. You'll see on some of my clips, I'll even put that I'm talking, and I'm completely talking about something different, and I'll probably do that in a different video. But while I was out riding, actually, the bike just shut off. I was explaining in my video when I was talking to no one, apparently. The last flash I did actually take. However, when I went in and looked, it wasn't the flash or the tune that I had selected to flash it to the video, or to the Dyno Jet, or the Powervision, but it was a different one, and it said that was the last one that was flash to it. So I don't know if that's like the original tune on there that I went back to. So I was like, okay, that's fine, I'll go for a ride. I like revved it and everything. It sounded a lot better than it did when I was trying the other one. So I decided to take it for a ride, and I went riding for, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. It actually sounded really good. I was even commenting how good it actually sounded, right? But then I was just clipping along, probably maybe 50-60 kilometers an hour, and all of a sudden it went like not a popping sound, but like a sucking air sound, and it just died. On the side of the road, the engine shut off. The bike was still running, no codes or anything. It just shut off. It was almost like when you're, actually it sounded kind of like how when I was originally starting to start the bike earlier, how it would just be like sucking for air and just wouldn't start. That's what it sounded like. I just pulled over to the side, put it back in neutral, and it fired back up again. And yeah, but I was like, forget this. I was coming home. But anyways, that's still not even the point of this video. I just figured I'd throw that in there. But as I was riding home, I realized that I'm actually wearing my Harley Davidson jacket, and I'm riding an Indian. Now, I have told my wife in the past where I was going to, when we were going to Port Dover in the wintertime, I was going to take this bike. And the reason I was going to take this bike was because I only have a Harley Davidson jacket. Couldn't wear a Harley Davidson jacket on an Indian. It didn't even cross my mind today. I just was coming out. I put on my warmest motorcycle jacket and jumped on. But as I was coming back, I'm like, I'm wearing my Harley Davidson motorcycle jacket. So that begs the question. Is it sacrilegious to wear a Harley Davidson jacket while you're riding an Indian, or vice versa? Is it sacrilegious to wear an Indian motorcycle jacket when you're riding a Harley? I like both brands. I have way more Harley Davidson shirts than I do Indian shirts, and I don't have an Indian jacket. I only have a Harley Davidson jacket. But wonder what you guys think. Is it sacrilegious to do it? Anyways, until next time, later.